What's up, guys? Man, back out here in the pole barn, trying to get this turkey coop run going, but it won't stop raining. It's crazy. And on this video, we're going to talk about how you can buy property in a house, no money down for your homestead. So the first one's going to be a VA home loan. VA home loans are generally pretty straightforward. The first thing can be a pro or a con depending on how you want to look at it, but you first have to have served in the military, the armed forces, and the second part is you have to have been honorably discharged. So if you haven't served or you've been dishonorably discharged, go ahead and skip forward to the second one that I'll talk about and the third one. So, but with the VA home loan, you'll go to va.gov, you go on there, go to the home loan, check your eligibility. Once your eligibility says, yep, you're good to go, you'll get a letter, and then you'll start contacting mortgage lenders, whether that's a bank, mortgage company, whatever. I went through a mortgage company, Veterans United, great company, can't say enough about them. Real easy to work with. Anytime I had a question, they were available. And I mean, I had probably everything done with my mortgage stuff within the first probably 15 days going into closing. So, but once you go to the mortgage company, they're going to check your VA eligibility, they're going to check your credit score, and then they're going to tell you how much you're eligible for. Now, sometimes when you go about how much am I eligible for, a lot of times that depends on what you're looking for, right? So if you're looking for $300,000 and you tell them, hey, I'm looking for $300,000, they'll run the numbers and they'll tell you whether you're eligible for $300,000 or not. So once you know what you're eligible for, next thing to do is contact a realtor. And if you're around a military installation, it's a smooth process. Like I used Kayla at 21st Century there in Clarksville. Super easy to work with. I mean, she was amazing. Anytime I had a question, I could call, text, she would answer it for me. I think I was pretty easy to work with too. I knew what I was looking for. You know, there was, you know, I wasn't looking for a mansion with 7,000 acres, you know what I mean? So, but once you got all that, you know what you're looking for, you know how much you're approved for, and you have your VA back loan. All you gotta do is make an offer on a house, and the process really starts from there. So, one of the cons I would say to a VA backed loan is you have to have a higher credit score than what you'll need for the second one I'm going to talk about and or the third one that I'm going to talk about. The other con to it is the home's value has to be somewhere between 70 and 80% of the value of the loan. So if you're going for a $100,000 loan, and let's say you're going for 10 acres, the home itself has to be appraised for $70,000 to $80,000, and then the land can be the additional, you know, $20,000, $30,000. So that's something you gotta pay attention to. You know, now there's also ways kind of around that, but then if you go around it, then that's when you start spending your own money to where, you know, it's a $100,000 loan that you're looking for. It's 10 acres. They appraised it at $200,000. they appraised the whole thing at $200,000, the home only at $100,000, you're gonna have to come out of pocket $100,000 in order to get that land. So that's one of the cons to it. Now, a pro to it is no money down, right? You don't have to worry about putting any money down at closing. You go there, you sign the documents, and you walk away with the keys to your house. Okay? It's very straightforward. Your VA eligibility, once you have that letter, that portion's done. Then you got to work with your mortgage lender, and that's where you tend to, have to show bank statements and bills and, all that type of stuff. And I will tell you, like, they'll want to know almost every penny that's gone out and the reason that it's gone out, or if money's come in, why this certain money came in but maybe went right back out. So, and that's with any mortgage lender. I'm not saying that's only a VA home loan, but that's with any mortgage. So that's the way to get the VA home loan, no money down. It's really straightforward, and honestly, it's a great way if you're a veteran to purchase a home with some acreage. I mean, homesteading, you only need 3-4 acres. You really don't even need that, but most homesteaders are looking for something like that, 3-4 acres, and then there's people like myself that go beyond that. Now the second one is the USDA home loan. A pro to the USDA home loan is no money down. The credit score can be lower than what it would have to be for a traditional home loan. And the third thing is their loans go out to 33 years. So you can get a loan up to 33 years. Now, a con to the USDA no money down home loan is their parameters are the house can only be so big, so many square foot, and then you could only get so much acreage. So, I think it's 4 acres or something like that. So you can get your home and up to about 4 acres. If I'm wrong, on how many acres you can get, I'll put a link down below to the USDA home loan site, and then you can read through it just in case that information is incorrect. But I do believe it's up to 3 or 4 acres. So another con with a USDA home loan is it's not where you can utilize that home loan is not everywhere. Another con to it is you can't utilize this USDA home loan everywhere. So it's set up for more rural area type stuff. So you can't go to your inner cities, Atlanta, Chicago, Indianapolis, Los Angeles, stuff like that, New York City. You can't use a USDA home loan there. So it is meant for people in more rural areas to utilize. So, if homesteading is not really your thing, and you're just wanting a no money down loan, and you found this video, the USDA home loan isn't going to be for you because it does have stipulations. So that's one of the cons with it. And like I mentioned before, a pro to it is the 33 year loan. Right. Another pro is generally their interest rate is fairly low, which is good. But when you stretch something over 33 years, you still end up paying, at least twice what you paid for what you would pay for the home anyway, right? So with the USDA home loan, it's a great thing for people trying to get out into rural America where they have, 3 or 4 acres. They have a house that's X amount of square foot. It's a great way to begin, right? So the third way to get a no money down home loan is owner financing. So I guess I have two pros to owner financing. One is if you're just trying to buy land, most banks won't give you a loan just for land. They want a dwelling on there, right? So owner finance for land works great there. And the other pro I would say is if you just have terrible credit, you don't want your credit score run, whatever it is, it's a pro. All right. Cons to it is generally it's 10%, if not higher, that they're gonna put on your loan, right? So, and that individual retains, the mortgage to that until you pay it off. So, it's not backed by the bank or anybody else. It's just between you and that individual. So, with 10%, that's a terrible con. I mean, you really have to be in dire needs, if you ask me, to utilize a owner finance. Now, if you're going to utilize owner finance, make sure you have a contract. Make sure you get a lawyer, and make sure that lawyer reads over that contract, to make sure the verbiage is great for both you and the individual that you're purchasing the property from. Another thing is if you do owner financing, my suggestion would be, if you need owner financing for the first 5 years while you raise your credit score, do that. But as soon as your credit score reaches a level to where you can get a mortgage, an actual mortgage from a bank or a mortgage company, go that route. That way you don't have to worry about that individual. You're not paying 10%. Maybe you pay 4.5%, something like that. I mean, that's a huge difference. That's a huge, huge savings. All right. Pros and cons to them that you need to look at that'll suit your needs. So that's it, guys. That is how you can purchase a home with land with no money down today. Not really today. It'll still probably take you 30 days because that's what it always takes to close, right? 30 days. Maybe not owner financing. I don't know. I don't do owner financing. But it's fairly simple. So guys, that's the 3 ways that I know of that you can get a no money down home loan and you can begin homesteading in the next 30 to 45 days. So if you're a veteran, check your eligibility. If you're not a veteran and you want to live in rural America, go to USDA website. I'll have it linked down below. Go to it, check it out, see what all the eligibility requirements will be for you in your area. You can always contact your USDA personnel in your area as well to get more information. And if none of that works because you have terrible credit or you don't want to go through a traditional bank because you don't want the government knowing what's going on, I guess, I don't know, then you can always use owner financing, but no, it's going to be about 10% down or a 10% loan. So it is what it is. So one last time, guys, if you could follow Baby Lulu's head, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, give me some wild comments. Y'all are crazy. I love you, we love you, and we'll see you on the next video.